we are officially back. It is season 2, and let me tell you this, Theo. Right, recently I've been making a few beats, instrumentals.
Oh no!
And we're gonna kick this off. I want you at home and you to tell me what you think of this. Right, I want to
Honest opinion.
No. Like, I mean, look, what do you think? It would be like for like a joke song, so it wouldn't be like a really serious one.
Like a kitty.
That's the thing. I don't feel like I can make comedy songs anymore because I don't know.
Cringy?
It's a bit too cringy now. But I made the beat anyway while I was on the plane. Yeah. Right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and.
I was walking down the street. No one else looking
When I
at
run
me.
a mic on a daily, putting in a what you can't blame me. When I come into your house, come to your skinnies. I don't know.
Looks. Has it gone awfully hot in here or something?
No,
Jack?
that one like a really red. I don't know. Okay, obviously I've been inspired by "Look Alive" by Drake.
I thought I recognised that song.
Yeah, it's basically the same.
You've just remade it. You could do a comedy song. You can't make that a serious song though.
No. Obviously, it's pure jokes.
Oh, it's just banter.
Yeah. That's obviously not a serious one. But what do you think of the beat?
I mean,
Useless?
No, it's nice.
no, it's good because it sounds similar to Drake.
Yeah, it wouldn't be otherwise. But anyways, right. So we are going to carry on now. We are we are fully back, and obviously Malfoy, you've got a big new thing happen to you under that little cap, right on your skull.
So I've officially had the transplant.
He's had his hair transplant, and we're going to get the first ever big reveal. Right, this is what a hair transplant looks like. 3
weeks. This is 3 weeks after.
3 weeks after.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. No,
Look at all the hair.
I could not laugh. I'm only laughing because he made
You can
me
laugh about it.
No, mate, trust. I think from where I'm sitting, I can see lots of little hairs coming through. Like, it looks like it's worked.
But yeah, no. So the place where I didn't have hairs, I actually have hairs. Like,
yeah, like you
here.
have hairs
But
now.
it is still going to take a long time to work.
Yeah.
Because they will shred, I think, and come out. So
Wait, so
I'm like a snake.
I'm just looking at it on that screen.
And you're in front.
No, it's just that it doesn't look like you've got any hair at all. But he
me,
does.
guys. Trust me.
It's coming through. But what I want to know, why is so the hairline is still quite far back? Are they not going to bring it any further forward?
What any further? So look, you see how it's just above the wrinkles.
Well, it's a good inch and a half.
Well, you don't want it looking at. So you do that. That's probably similar to you.
Well, I've got a massive forehead.
So do I.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I've got a big forehead, haven't I?
Yeah, but it's
So basically, you don't want it so low,
Okay.
because there's a muscle, your forehead muscle. It can't like grow through it,
Oh, okay.
so it needs to be above that forehead muscle.
Okay,
And you don't
so,
want it looking.
So how long until that is like a full like quiff?
Oh God, I don't know. 6 months, 3 to 6 months, maybe.
Fair enough.
The real results will come after a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so glad to have that first 2 weeks out of the way. Oh my God, that was not fun. But I'm gonna make a full video on it when I talk about it in depth, so you have to stay tuned to that.
Subscribe to the Malfoy channel.
Theo
And,
Baker channel.
yeah, subscribe to him and he will deliver. But now we're going to go to our first question. Which, wait, I can't really do this one. I don't want it to get like demonetized.
From the hotline.
Okay, so I'm going to do, this one, I'm going to word it in a way that isn't going to get us demonetized. But pretty much. Is it manky? No.
Manky. Manky.
Is it manky to kiss a girl after
I know what you're going to say. I know you don't even have to finish it.
fellatio? Wait. He hasn't finished with completing the process. So he's completed the process, right?
Completed the process.
And he's basically said, I'm about to have my first one of these. I don't really know what to do. So and this was sent at 12:14 a.m. Right, so he's about to have it, and he's gone, I need to ask Weller and Malfoy.
And he's expecting a quick reply.
Yeah, quick one, lads. So basically, what do you think, Theo? Is this disgusting? Is it manky?
What?
Or is it okay?
I mean, the thought of it's manky.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, the thought of it, but I guess you got to do what you got to do in the moment, you know? If it feels right, anything can happen in the moment.
You do it with your girlfriend. Oh no!
So have you kissed...
It's like every one of these videos.
This is
just
putting it
like
on
you
me.
and your girlfriend.
So you... Oh, this is a question for you.
Go on then.
Have
Wait, no, you haven't answered the question.
I'm asking you the question.
Okay,
I'm taking control.
Okay.
Have you kissed someone after finishing the process?
Yeah.
And how was it?
Alright.
Did it like drip onto your face?
No.
You really swallowed it in this.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not just... It's not just splattered all over the fucking gob.
Can you imagine?
No, listen. Right, listen. So you've done it with your girlfriend.
I guess.
No, but either yes or no.
Yes.
You have.
Yes, I don't like this subject.
So what was it like?
Why can't this be put on you? It's fine. You do what you gotta do in the moment. Like it's a private thing. It's fine. It's fine. This guy needs to relax. Just relax. The thought is disgusting. Just get it over with.
At the end of the day, right? I think you have to look. It's more like dominant, an alpha, to be like, look, I don't care. Give me a kiss. No, but I think it is.
And also, if she's going in for the kiss and you're just like,
Yeah, if you're like,
sort of ruin the moment.
It's like,
I guess.
I think, look, you need to respect the fact, if she's willing to do this, you need to then be willing to be like, yeah. Give it to
Welcome
me.
to season 2 of Wafflin.
Welcome to season 2. But I think that that's more than
It's fine. It's absolutely
acceptable.
fine. Yes. There's been worse things done.
There are. What?
Like there's been worse.
What, by you?
No.
No, but what else? Have you ever done anything worse than that?
Oh, why do I open my mouth? No, what I'm
Have you?
No, I'm referring to like on the P websites.
The P, yeah.
Because I can't. There's been worse things than kissing a girl after a fellatio.
And what have you been watching that's worse than that, son? Wait,
Stop saying that. It's not like you've been watching. You hear stories, wives' tales, so to speak. You know, some people like.
wait, what? You can't swear.
I didn't. That's not a swear word.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
No, we'll get demonetized.
You're getting demonetized for saying the S word.
No, but don't. Try to refrain from doing it.
Refrain.
Yeah. So, did I say refrain?
I said it by accident.
Oh, okay. So listen. So just to clear up, obviously, because we're trying to help this guy.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes.
I think. Look, you know.
Well, actually, we
What?
should get a follow-up email because it probably happened 10 minutes after you sent that
happened
email.
10 minutes after.
We want to
I
hear
think,
from the lad.
Look, if likewise, if you went, did the return thing for a girl, and then she was like, "Oh, don't kiss me now," you'd be like, "Love, I've done this in an attempt to make you enjoy yourself." And now you won't even give me a kiss. Like that's, do you know what I mean? I think if you put it like that, it becomes a lot clearer on what is the right thing to do.
Yes.
What about if it's, not that area? So wait.
So, what up?
No.
What if she licks your...
I would never do that though. No. I would never, no. I hear there are people I know,
Yeah.
right, that do this, and I personally, a lot of people say that it's amazing. Yeah, try it, 100%. I genuinely, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, you have to try it. No, mate, I can't think of anything worse. But hypothetically, if your girlfriend was like, come here, daddy, right? I want to give it a go.
No.
Yeah, so she does it. Hypothetically, she's done it now. But she now wants to kiss you. Thoughts?
I mean, it's making me like squirm a little bit. I would say...
Squirt? Spat on his face. No, get that off the camera. No one... Oh. Stop!
Oh, there's a bit
No.
of food.
Stop. Wipe it over there. Get away from me.
Food hit me in the face. Just goes in my mouth.
Right, so listen. So what is
So
your
it all
response?
depends on the situation. If you just had a game of football beforehand, you don't want...
You don't want to be doing anything like that.
But if you just had like a clean shower, I guess it's meant to be clean. But isn't it a bit scary with the hairs? Like, like everyone's got bum hair.
So you're saying
I feel bad.
You've got really hairy bum, and when your girlfriend goes near,
Stop saying she goes there. She doesn't. I'm not a fan of that.
Okay,
I understand, as you said. I understand. There's many people, but not me.
Yeah, not you. Okay, yeah. I mean,
what about you,
no,
Luke?
because it's you, isn't it, mate? We all know it's you, fella. You say it. Come on, Luke.
Fella.
This bloke.
Body.
No. Right, so yeah, anyways, I think we've come to terms with the fact that, look, it's okay. Yeah.
Let us know how it went for you.
How did it go for you?
Obviously,
I'm not going to mention your name, but remember, if you guys want to get your questions answered, we won't ever say your name or who you are. We'll just read out the question, and you may get your answer to your big, deep, dark questions that you need answering. Answered. All right, so we're now going to go on to another question that has been sent in, and this is a big one.
Hat off for this one.
Hat off.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to breathe.
Okay, right, Theo. Joe and Theo, what is your advice for a long-distance relationship that is struggling? We met online, and from the start we've been long distance. We love each other, but the long distance is slowly chipping away at me and my mind. I am stressed, constantly down about it. I love the girl, but can the relationship stay strong despite the distance? Because you literally have this. You've been in a semi-long distance relationship.
Well,
so how do you make it work?
She was in Australia for 6 months.
How do you trust that she's not,
Well, the trust is
hunks?
I don't think the
Lot of
trust.
gorgeous blokes, mate. You
With the
probably
Aussie tan.
Yeah, like talking to her, being like,
Chris
what happens?
Hemsworth.
But this is the thing. This is the brutal honesty of it. When you've got a gorgeous young other half, she's gonna get approached. And how do you make that work?
Well, the trust for me, the trust wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
And I don't think the trust is the problem for him. I think what's playing tricks on his mind is the fact that he can't cuddle her when he wants to. He can't just go out and see her. The question I have for him is, how long is this long distance going to last? Because if it's going to last for the rest of your relationship, do you want to be in a relationship with just never seeing them?
Yeah,
You're
so
essentially
true.
in a relationship with a phone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I think that is true. Like, I think, obviously, as, caveman times would suggest. No, but it's true. Like, we, 90% of our whole, relationships with people are done on physical things.
Face-to-face
physicality.
bonding.
No, it's like the aromas,
The smells.
No, yeah, it's like, what's it called? It's not aromas, but it's like the sense that we give off.
Aurora.
Yeah.
No? Sorry, no.
Is that character in some film or something?
It's not the Aurora.
The Sleeping Beauty.
So that's Sleeping Beauty, I say. I think you mean like aura.
Aura, yeah. Aura. The aura.
I don't know, but it is something like that. It's like, the sense, and then also, hugging someone physically releases weight, like all the
Endorphins.
like endorphins, hormones, and all of that. I feel like the physical nature of a relationship is vital. It will. The reason why it's chipping away at him, in my opinion, is it's not natural for a human to rely solely on a screen or visual things to maintain a relationship with someone.
And I think the difference between, say, him and what I went through was we've been together for like 4 years.
Yeah,
when
so
she went
already
away.
Built up that sense. Whereas he's never. Well, has he ever met her?
Well, he said they met online, and it's been a constant long distance relationship. I'm assuming they've met, but maybe they haven't spent a prolonged period of time.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, because it's easy to convey the person that you want to be when it's just one of the sense. I.e., what I mean by that is like sight, smell, touch, all of that. One of the senses being portrayed, just visual, just typing, or images, right? You can't, and I think it's easy to pretend to be someone you're not. So do you know that you're in love with the person that she actually is, and likewise? But now we've got another question. Okay, actually no, wait. Should we do a non relationship boys and girls type one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, No, this one's dodgy. This one's dodgy.
Surprise.
So, one of my friends at school said to a ton of people he was dating a girl. But turns out it was his sister.
What?
Real story. What would you two make out of this, as in me and you? Thought it was too funny, but obviously it wasn't funny at the time. So no one would talk to him. I don't know his name and don't know and don't want to know. But I'm just coming to you two to pass on advice to him. P.S. I know I have a weird arse Gmail.
What's his Gmail? Well, you probably shouldn't read that out loud.
Gay something.
Anyway. Look, wait, so he's in a relationship with his sister, or he fancies his sister?
No, they're going out.
That's messed up. You got to stop that
That's
right
not
away.
okay.
No! It's incest!
Yeah, but there's a lot
You can't go around doing your sister. That's wrong! That is wrong!
So wait, but...
Oh, wait, so you think... you think that is wrong to do your sister?
Yes! So you think...
He needs to stop it!
So why can we accept different types of people being in different types of loving relationships, but we can't accept going out with your sister?
Because it's your family and your blood. You're going to have babies with 7 toes.
Love is love. Love is love, Malfoy.
No, it's not. Incest is illegal. You can get put
That's
to jail.
not illegal.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Is it illegal?
Yes, you can get put to jail for incest.
Illegal.
It's illegal.
It's the same as sleeping with a child, essentially.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No,
it is.
but
It's a
like,
crime.
illegal.
You get put to jail, and you're known
I
as
don't know
the
if it's-
sis.
Wait,
You're known
let
as
me-
the family.
wait. Is incest
I can't believe it goes
illegal? Oh yeah, it's going to be nice on my history. Right. The law does not cover sexual intercourse with more distant relatives, such as aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, and cousin.
Niece and nephew.
It only addresses male on female and female on male sexual intercourse, and it appears... No, see, that doesn't even really say...
Mate.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that it's illegal.
Of course,
Okay,
you'd be saying
okay,
this.
sorry. It is legal in France, Portugal, Spain. It's illegal in England. But it's the fact that it's legal in a large area of Europe, which is mad.
Is it not frowned upon? I hope it is.
Mate, it's legal in Ireland.
Oh,
The same sex siblings.
Wait, no, it's for
can't be right.
What? So you can be homosexual and do it incestually in Ireland? I think this is what this. I
can't
don't know,
be
mate.
right.
No. There's something like that. It's illegal in the UK though.
Why is this even an argument?
I don't know.
You're like, yeah, I think we should see if it is okay for him to be going out with his sister.
No, because listen.
It sounds like some underlying issues you got here, Joe. Would
I'm
like to
just
spill
trying to
anything?
provide. I'm just trying to provide the counter argument to what realistically we all believe.
The counter.
It's dodgy, right?
Yes.
It shouldn't be allowed at all.
No.
But what happens? So say this. Say, like, genuinely, some people are born, I fancy women. Some people are born, I fancy men. Some people are born, I fancy my sister. Right? But mate, so what if they're just born like that and they can't... You're saying that's awful, that's terrible, but he can't help it. He or she can't help it.
Get some help.
No, but people used to say that about homosexuals.
Yeah, that's
But
absolutely
people
fine.
used to say that, oh yeah, they have to get help. That's not right.
No,
but
this is completely
no,
different.
No, but what if it's not?
Being homosexual is absolutely fine. It's
no,
normal.
listen, it's
Being fancying your family is wrong. It's wrong.
But what if it's two consensual adults? That is okay.
I can't believe I'm doing this right now.
No, that is dodgy. That is really, really dodgy. But I'm just trying to provide the counter argument. That's all I'm doing.
Next thing you know, we're providing counter argument to.
Go on, what?
Yeah. I don't want to say it. Don't get demonetized.
What is it? No!
Oh, that's basically what you're doing right now.
No. Okay. So, anyways, I think we've made a clear point on that.
He needs to tell the teacher.
He needs to tell the teacher. Okay,
Teacher-
yeah.
teacher get involved.
Yeah, to answer the question, basically, I
Yeah.
think the best thing to do is to tell your teacher, maybe something needs to be addressed because in the UK, it's illegal, right? So, you know, it's not the damn thing.
I also understand, you know, the bit when he was like, we did find it funny. Then realised it wasn't.
It's really not that funny. It's really serious.
I can't imagine him giggling and be like, oh, wait,
yeah.
this is really messed up.
Yeah.
I've got one for you.
Go on then.
Post-nut syndrome.
Oh, you saw that on Joe Rogan, didn't you?
No.
He did a thing on that.
I saw it in the Wafflin podcast notes section.
Yeah, because I watched Joe Rogan and I was like, that's a good topic.
What is post-nut syndrome?
You know, like, once you nut.
It's the
really,
post.
really American way of putting it. Isn't
What's
it?
your nut?
No, what's you nut? No, yeah, so it's once you obviously complete the process, you know, you get that thing of like, why did I do that?
Wait, this is what we were talking about.
What?
Were we talking about with you? How you feel like guilty after every time. So every time he completes the process...
Not me! I've not had this conversation with you, mate.
I think it is you.
This might be you and I don't know.
Stop hitting the table.
Yeah, I'm hitting the table.
It was you. It was definitely
Might be
you.
how your girlfriend feels
Every
after
time,
you
so
and...
every time you complete the process, you feel guilty about doing it.
No, mate, I know for a fact I've not spoken to you about that. That's why I've put it in the podcast, so we can speak about it now. But what I'm going to say is, do you experience any sort of like feeling after, say for example, not necessarily with the love of your life, but if oh no, but you've not had loads of different lovers. Okay, what about just
Last one, he blurred it out last time.
what about if you watch something and afterwards you ever feel like, oh, I just feel dirty.
As in, like, oh, that was gross. Like,
Yeah, or just like,
Do you ever regret, like a regret?
yeah, it's like almost like you find out. Basically, what they were saying on Joe Rogan is like you find out if you're truly into a girl after you've done it, because then your true feeling. If it was just like lustful and that's it, well then once you've completed that, it's like, oh, I don't feel anything for them now, and that's sort of a good way to gauge whether you're actually into them. But
I guess.
but obviously, where you've, like, you know, it's difficult if you haven't slept with loads of people.
But we could go down the route of after you've nutted, self-nutted.
Self-nutted.
Do you ever feel like guilty or like, why have I done that? Or
I'm not guilty. It's more just a sense of like, oh,
why'd I do that?
it's just like,
I've never had that feeling.
really?
Yeah, that's why I
Wait,
can't.
you? Yeah.
well, as in, like, surely you've watched something, completed the process, and then been like, that was gross. Like, how did I come across that video or something? Like that?
No, that's what I'm so baffled about.
No, but not even like a sense of, oh, I've let myself down. No.
I literally had this conversation last week, and I was
So you've never experienced post-nut syndrome?
I don't think I have. I was so confused.
How do you feel afterwards? Because,
I'm like,
okay,
go on my day. I don't know, just like, yeah, high five myself. I don't. That's a joke. No, I'm so confused by this.
really?
Yeah, and someone else. I had a 3-way conversation.
Three-way or what?
Person next to me agreed and was like, oh, yeah, I don't understand it. What is this? And then the person I was talking to was like, what? You've never felt like guilty? Or like...
It's just like, okay, so say like, okay, let's just put it like this. So say there's a, you know, you pull someone in a club and then you do the thing and then afterwards you're like, oh, God.
Why did I do that?
Did I do? But it's because like your I don't know, what how would you name it? Your...
Regret?
That sex drive sort of overtook when you're like, you know, you're pursuing the female, but then once it's done, you know, and you're not really interested in her, but it's like the whole lustful thing. You really wanted to like have that moment. You were like vibing with her and all that.
You had tunnel vision.
And then you had the moment, and then once it's over, it's kind of like, oh,
why did I do that?
It's just like you don't feel. Yeah, it's like an emptiness. It's like a. Is that right? Does that sound right? How I'm describing it?
It's because that whole process you're thinking with.
You can't.
Yeah, like that is what's driving your brain.
And then your brain overtakes.
And that's why like.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever experienced post-nut syndrome. Am I?
Are you an aggressive self-pleaser?
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you describe yourself being 1 being a wimp and 10 being like animalistic?
A wimp.
Or like, you know, like
in what?
In the bedroom. So 10 being animalistic, 1 being just like A frog, like nothing.
Frog.
I don't know.
Frog.
A little puppy or something. I don't know. It's like,
Puppy's absolutely good. Shag your arm.
what?
What?
What are you? Go on, I'm putting you on the spot now. You 10 out of 10 animalistic? Take that as a yes.
I have urges. No. This is dodgy. This isn't appropriate.
This isn't.
I'm a man that has just
appropriate.
recently bought a house. No, I'm a man that has the natural male drives, right? Just like you. Or maybe not you. Are you not? Do you not?
I have male drives.
Do you?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I sometimes think to myself, I'm like, Malfoy just never really... No, you like Kylie Jenner, don't you?
What is that? It's like anything.
Because you always bring her up, like,
know
have
you
you seen her in that skiing outfit? Oh, doesn't it just make you, she's getting fitter and fitter, I can't take it. Like, literally, I don't know, you just, you do. And this is why I'm like, sort of,
all the time.
so do you ever feel guilty about self-pleasing yourself over her and not your girlfriend?
Oh, this is now we're going on a completely different subject of. Remember we had this, like, is it cheating if you self nut over an Instagram photo?
Is it?
Is it? I don't think so.
What did we come up? I don't know.
I think it's no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Unless you're like.
So, but if you were to do that, do you not feel a sense of like, oh, no, like you really just feel like, oh, why did I do that?
I'm not.
So after every time you have a self-pleasing session, you go, yeah, I feel great now. I feel really good.
No, I just get on with my day.
Does it not take the life and soul out of you? No, but it's in like...
What, so every time you self-nut...
I know, if I haven't in ages, I...
lose your mind.
No, I become more confident. No, but I do, because I think this is why, they say you shouldn't do it before, say, a boxing match. Because, it's having that animalistic, that whatever. And I feel like when I haven't in ages, then I'm more confident when I'm like talking to people, whatever, because I'm more hungry. I'm more like, I think it's all subconscious, but I think I do believe that. That said, I feel like you're more stressed when which is why it's a great stress reliever.
7 times a day.
7.
What's your record? What's your record?
What's your record? What is your record?
I'll probably I'm not like twice. You're like 8.
Standard now.
29.
Why do we do this on camera?
Who can embarrass each other the most?
No, I saw that in the comments. I'm like, I love this podcast. It's literally just two lads trying to like embarrass each other like more than the other. And it's true, isn't it?
Can't wait for the Christmas party.
We could do a Christmas special. Have you ever...
We could get...
Do you reckon people cheat on their people on Christmas parties? I think that happens quite a lot. Or not cheat, but as in like...
At like an office party.
At office Christmas parties, it's like the ideal scenario. That workmate that you've been looking and you both, you've been little eyes back and forward all year. I reckon that's where it happens a lot.
Christmas parties, especially office Christmas parties, are definitely
Yeah.
I really think so.
Yeah.
What about New Year? Do you reckon people nut on New Year?
I don't know.
What do you reckon the highest month of pregnancy there is?
Well,
8 months after New Year.
Because September the 9th.
Is it 9 months?
Lads, September the 9th is the most common birthday in America, which means that's 9 months after like New Year, isn't it?
Wow.
So it's New Year, Christmas is the time that people have unprotected
It's family
sex.
time.
Yeah, it's family time. It's like we're all eating. You're probably eating more like carbs, and the glucose and carbs promotes like libido, obviously like your sex drive. It's like if you go on a diet with no carbs, your sex drive goes. Like literally goes.
How do you know so much about this?
Research it. Why's my sex drive gone?
Why do I have a stupidly high libido? Killed it. Made it. Didn't. Killed it even more. Shut up. Anyways.
Right. So, yeah, I think something... What are we talking about?
Where did that come from?
I don't know. What are we going on about? No, what?
Self-nut.
Post-nut syndrome.
Mate,
it's a thing. It is a thing.
I
Let
just
us know. Is it a thing?
Yeah.
But, like, let me just quickly go on to this one now. Oh, God. Right.
Oh, no.
Not sure if this has been asked or talked about yet, but what's worse? sleeping with your best mate's sibling or sleeping with their ex that they've been with for more than a year. So sleeping with your mate's sister or sleeping with your mate's ex that they've been with for over a year.
The ex.
Yeah, 100%. Sleeping with their sister, I think absolutely fine. It's fine.
Once you get permission.
You don't need permission.
Well,
it's
maybe.
A human being, you're a human being, you're both consenting, fine.
But
just so happens to be your mate's sister.
It would be quite awkward though if you're just like, nothing.
No, but not just. Okay.
And then you walk out the room and your mate walks out and you're like,
no, but I'm thinking more. Wait, no, I'm thinking more of like a relationship type thing. Okay. I'm not use and abuse. But say, for example, because some people do just like to go out, have a little bit of fun.
Bit of canoodling.
Yeah. So, and if you just happen to do that with your mate's sister, that's fine, no?
Yeah, I think it's fine, yeah. I think the 100% the worst is the ex.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
But, moving forward...
I got one for you. Okay, here's one. Is it okay for a YouTuber to have an editor?
No. Nah, look. In this day and age, I appreciate that is 100%, we've made progress. It's not just people sitting in their rooms, doing it all by themselves. It's kind of almost like, people have TV shows. Look at the Sidemen. They couldn't do that just alone, and I respect they need a team to do that. But when you got a little loser, Malfoy... Nah, I didn't mean loser. I didn't mean loser, mate. I did not mean loser.
Let's watch a video of when Joe.
Nah, I did not mean loser, guys. That came out wrong. What I meant is, because I'm also a loser, but what I meant is when you've got like standard videos and you can't be asked to edit them, so you're just paying Johnny Phillips to edit them for you because you can't be bothered. I think that's a disgrace. Right, when you got actual people, right, I wanted to be a filmmaker before I did YouTube, right, so the editing process, right, that is like a big thing for me. That's where you portray your personality, your real, like, creativity. That's, a lot of it comes through the edit, and I don't know, I guess just where that, for me, that's such a big thing, and it represents who you are a lot, to just, just get someone else to do that, I don't know, I don't feel it's a fair reflection of a YouTuber.
So, let's take me for example. I've recently got an editor for my FIFA channel with my gaming videos, not my main channel. Main channel is my pride and joy.
Have you ever had an editor edit your main channel videos?
I have.
Why?
Because I think I was on like holiday or something.
You physically told me before I couldn't be bothered to edit this one, so I paid this. No, you did, mate. You said that before, and that hit me hard.
I don't
No, you did. Why would I be getting irate like this if you hadn't?
I don't know.
You told me. I remember you said, I couldn't be bothered. You were like, I just couldn't be arsed. So I had him edit it. Chips editor. He edited one of your videos, and you were like, mate, it was like a football one.
It wouldn't be.
Mate,
it's not because I couldn't be lying. It's because I wouldn't have had time.
Yeah, mate, you haven't got time to.
I give myself deadlines on videos.
You haven't got time to make sure the video is as best as how you want it to be.
Well, he's a better editor than me for that. I'm not talking about that particular video anyway. He's a way better editor than me anyway, so he would have done an incredible job, and I would have reviewed it. I'm talking about why do you think it's not okay for a YouTuber to get an editor for a gaming channel when they've grinded their whole way, and this, by them employing an editor, can free up more time to work on other things, other creative aspects.
It's totally fine.
So that's fine.
My problem is someone that's literally just a YouTuber making standard YouTube vids that just can't be asked to edit.
So they can't be asked.
Yeah, but what happens if you can't be asked?
So using an editor as you haven't got the time is absolutely fine because it's freeing up more of the opportunities.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, it's not whether it's fine. It's not really down. It's not like me giving my permission.
No, but I'm asking your opinion.
Yeah, my opinion is that if I could have it my way, it'd be like how we were in like 2015, where everyone edited their own videos, and it was just like it wasn't just like because I like the idea of YouTube being where it's like YouTube, you doing the whole production. How good can you make a video? Because that's class. That's really shown everyone is on an equal playing field. But when you've got some people that have got this whole team of editors doing it all for them, then it's kind of like, I mean, it's life, mate. It's how we've progressed. It's just in an ideal world, It'd be cool if everyone just smashed out their own vids.
Would PewDiePie be doing what he's still doing now without an editor with help? Because obviously he probably edited his videos for years.
Yeah.
And then it naturally would take a toll on him. And now that he's got someone to help him with that, he's managed to have a more he's managed to continue doing what he's doing and enjoying the aspect he loves to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, mate, it's the natural progress.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, it's happened. I'm just always going to say, though, in an ideal world, YouTube is YouTube. How good can you make a video? I'd like to see how many YouTube channels would be able to make, what would their videos look like if it really was just you have to make the video. Stop recording. That one. All right, guys, the camera's just cut out because it's run out of memory, so we're going to pick this up in just 1 second. Bear with. Right, so Theo's just run and got an SD card. Now, I can't remember what
the point I'm trying to make is the best decision I ever did was get an editor for my second channel.
Well, yeah, because it's helped you out.
It's helped me out massively. That's the thing.
Well, I think you thinking I'm disputing what's naturally happening. But always was going to happen. Things in every walk of life, mate. Things have natural progression, and it was always going to go that YouTubers go from just one person making it to obviously you're going to build and build and build and build. And I think
But the thing I agree with you is the hardest thing I've found is that the reason why I can't and probably won't get an editor for my main channel is because those football videos are so specific to how I make them. I can't find anyone, or I wouldn't know where to look. Someone who knows my style.
I wouldn't say you have a specific editing style. I'd say your football videos are standard football videos.
But not everyone knows how to edit a football video.
But that Chip guy, Chip's editor.
Brilliant.
But why can't you use him then?
Because it's like 100 gig worth of footage you're gonna have to send to someone, and it's just not.
So is that the only
logical
reason? So is that the only real reason?
And I'd prefer to do it myself as well, because I know what I want to cut out, what I want to keep in, certain takes you want to use. Like, not everyone has the eye. You may know how to edit, but you don't know which go to use, you don't know which shot to use. You know what I mean?
Or is it because you're you do a lot of takes?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you need to use the one that's good.
I don't know what you're talking about, but. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had to be there on the shoot day to know what happened.
Yeah.
Rather than typing an essay, it's just too much.
Fair enough.
I'd rather do it myself.
Yeah. Because
I
don't think if I say for example my comedy type vids where it's down the camera like being funny, I could never trust anyone else to edit them.
Exactly.
But that's because not just because I'd want to trust it. I could physically. That the timing in the editing and all of that, the punches in, the music, all of that. That is a reflection from within me. Like, physically, no one can do that.
Even your haunted videos.
Me. Yeah, like the haunted
videos.
Because
your voiceovers.
Yeah, like all of that. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel, yeah. I just feel like no matter how big I get, I mean, maybe that is one of my problems, the fact that I can't trust someone else to edit for me. And I don't want anyone to edit for me, so therefore I have so much to do by myself that a lot of people have loads of other people to do for them, and they're happy to do that because they don't have the pride in I need to edit this myself to feel integral to me. It's more of just like, this is a job, this is a business. I need to stay on track, and I get that. I guess I'm just too much of a creative, like, I don't know. I'm too obsessive about that element. And not remembering that it is a job and a business, and I need to be able to have, like you say, longevity.
Maybe the only way it could work for you if you were uploading twice a week and you had an in-house editor with you. Could it work? I don't know. Just trying to think of.
Well, yeah, but it's in like.
But then 2 times a week is not feasible, is it? Really, with your videos, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's dodgy.
It's interesting, though.
Yeah, it's the. I mean, yeah, it's just the way. It's the thing is, the more I'm like when I did the Sky Sports thing, for example, presented for them, mate, that's the most fun I've had in a long time.
Different? Something different?
Completely different, mate. And I didn't have to do any editing there. It wasn't like someone else was editing, someone else was filming. But it's like I guess it's the type of content that I enjoy more is stuff where it's interacting with people. Yeah. Right, so that was just pure. Me getting chucked into like a freaking deep end of interacting with experts in a field, right, boxing, and me representing being a freaking YouTuber and having to mix with them, interact with them, be taken seriously and do a job on camera. And because I was enjoying the challenge, it was a challenge, it was scary, I was nervous.
Live on TV.
Yeah, live and all that. But because I was enjoying it and it was like, whatever, like that's why I had so much fun doing that. Like, honestly, Sky Sports, if you want a full-time legend working, I'm joking, but if you do want to work with me more,
and me,
mate, I've literally been messaging. I messaged the people that run the like Sky Sports Instagram. I was like messaging him during the fight. I was like, mate, like imagine the next AJ fight, you have Weller there, like, because think about it, right? If on the, when they do like the public workout and the press conference and all
that'd be
that,
sick. It'd be great.
If you had Weller there. And maybe, I don't know, another
Ethan.
YouTuber. Yeah, Ethan did a good job. If you had us there, that would generate a whole load of people coming through and watching, from the YouTube digital space. And like...
What about like every weekend we do a nice little duel, watch the Premier League on Sky Sports, have our own live show on YouTube.
That'd be well fun.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
What I will say is...
I do, mate, that's the thing. I love the I think it's weird. Like, I'm such a big fan of boxing as well. Like, I don't think I could... I like football, but I don't think I could talk about it like I do about the boxing.
What?
Like, I love that more.
Going back to, obviously, saying it was a new experience and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's similar to, for example, when either me or you appear in other people's videos, you always seem to be a little bit more funnier in other videos because you don't have to... Do you not?
No.
Do you not?
No way.
I always
because the pressure's off.
The pressure's off.
But for me, because it's not my video, my heart's not as in it.
I don't really...
No, but because it's not my creation, it's not my baby. I'm not like as on it. I'm more of just like going with the flow, having fun. Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to care, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm funnier.
I always find because the pressure's
that's
off.
because your issue is normally like combating, like feeling the pressure and feeling like nervous to like perform. Whereas
not to perform, it's more when I'm doing my own videos. Needs to happen. Like we need to do this, or the football videos. Like if you're in someone else's video, you don't have to worry about.
So it's like the stress of making the vid.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And that's what was cool about the Sky Sports thing. It was like there wasn't any pressure of having to make the vid. So it was just being the star in the vid. Yeah. Like
you just
starring in it.
got to be the creative and just do what you're good at. You don't have to have the.
Well, no, I wasn't being the creative. I was getting told what to do.
Yeah, but you're still talking off.
It was basically just like me being the star. I don't mean star, but it's in like starring on camera.
Yeah.
That was my only job, whereas like obviously being a YouTuber, it's like you're directing, producing, writing, performing, you're doing it all in one, and like that is where it is hell, and that is what I actually don't like. As much as I'm like, because I have to be so hands-on everything.
Yeah.
But I also because every video I make, mate, I get as angry as I can possibly get every time I make a video, and that's what makes me hate it. That's what makes me hate it, because like having to re-record, do this, do voiceover, mess up, and it's just hell. That's why I love doing, say, the public videos I was doing in America for the fight. They were good because it would just go out, talk to people, roll, off the cuff. No, like, do something down the lens, or then do a retake. Then we just sat in a room, like, none of that rubbish.
And you probably didn't have to edit to get the content.
No, it was just literally just like, take the beginning out, take the end bit out, put that in. It wasn't like, how have I got to somehow construct this? Like, yeah, man, I think overall...
Sky Sports,
mate, I just want to work for you full time.
Yeah.
Sky Sports because realistically, as much as I'd love to do like YouTube full time, I will always just have like,
what's next?
Peaks and troughs where it's like I'm on like I've got this idea, bang it out, and then it'll go like...
Every YouTuber goes through starting up, this is amazing, I'm loving life, and it slowly, your hobby turns into a job, but you still enjoy it.
Because I don't want to come across
I know.
I'm being like, I'm a YouTuber, I hate, like, that's how, I feel that's how that came across then, didn't it? I'm complaining about...
being in a privileged position. But I think...
I understand the position is so fortunate. So, like, we are so lucky.
Yeah.
So lucky.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But when you... Obviously, been doing it for, like, got a good few years now. And that initial high of, like, you're doing this, you love it, you have that, but then it also becomes a thing of where you're not wanting to fall off, you're not wanting to, lose the momentum that you've got, you're trying, and it gets hard, like it's, and it is testing on your mind and all of that.
It does, as you say, become a slight of a burden, but not a burden all the time. You come out of the burden, so you enjoy certain bits.
So I'm saying you have peaks and troughs.
Yeah.
But I think any creative person has that, like whether it's singer, like whatever, like where you know, you have some success, like your creativity works, you have the high, and then you come off the high, and then it's like, oh no, have I lost it? Oh, am I not good enough anymore? Oh no, and then you get it, and then you do something amazing, millions of views, whatever. Oh yes, and then you're like, oh no, I don't know what to do now, and it's just that constant
it's like One Direction. I think they were the biggest band in the world, and they just basically had enough of touring and whatnot, and just like, should we split up? Do our own things and find a new creative.
Well, I think they felt like they weren't necessarily being themselves, so they were having to portray characters.
And now look at them. Look at Niall's style of song compared to Liam Payne or Harry. It's completely different.
Yeah. They're all totally different, and I think that's what they found, and I think that's what obviously what I think YouTubers have moved on from the sense of like, I don't think anyone's pretending to be someone they're not anymore.
Everyone's quite real.
Everyone's pretty much themselves.
Yeah.
I guess pretty much. But yeah,
that's good.
Now you both want to quit.
No, we both should.
Sky Sports, can you hire me while we're at it?
Yeah, Sky Sports, mate.
I'll do a show.
Please, Sky Sports.
Please. I'm actually quite good at presenting. Done it before.
No, but this is the thing. It's like then you just see like, I could do one fight and DAZN would pay money that would sort me for life.
Oh, the fight.
Yeah. I don't even have to work.
What, are you debating going into...
No, you can't just do it because of the money, mate. You can't. If you do a fight just because of the money, you won't. It's the training that you won't do 100%.
You'll lose. You have to want it. Just like JJ wanted it more than Logan.
Yeah, he wants. Whereas
won.
What I've learned is that I don't. I'm not. My ego isn't as big as I thought it was.
Okay, interesting.
I don't actually give enough of a crap. Like I don't care about everyone thinking that I'm the best. I know I'm it has to be within. No, but
you know you're the best.
But what I mean by that is like, as long as within, I feel like my ability at doing whatever I'm doing is class. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, say like maybe other people need people to be like, you're amazing, and then they're like, yes, I am amazing. Whereas like as long as like people like what I make or respect what I make and say what you've done there, I enjoyed, that's class. What they think about me, that whether it's good or bad, it's not really like...
Doesn't really bother you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. In order to be like, say for example, a YouTuber, you almost need to care about people gassing you as a... I don't know, because I like people gassing my content. I like when people like my videos.
Yeah.
I don't really care what they think about me though. As long as they like my videos, that's all right.
Yeah.
Whereas, I don't know, in order to be the best, I think you need that desire for people to adore you and to be like, you're amazing.
You need to have something
within. Do you know what I
mean?
mean?
Yeah, you definitely need to
Because
have something
otherwise
within
you don't care. Because you're like, if I think I'm all right, if I think I'm enough, I don't need to do this to prove to everyone. I don't need to prove to anyone. Yeah. Whereas the people that want to be number one, I need to prove to everyone that I'm number one. Well, I don't need to prove to anyone. Do you know what I mean? So that's where you have that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Federer, for example. He's been...
Tennis, yeah.
He's been number one for forever.
Yeah.
My whole life. 20 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
How does he do it? How does he do it? It still blows my mind. I know I keep bringing it back. I don't understand how one man can stay at the top of the game for that long.
He has to enjoy it.
He enjoys it.
He has to... No, but and this is the thing as well. It comes into it. Like, motivation lasts like a couple of days. In order to actually do something, you have to enjoy it. And that's where, like, me, like, sort of borderline... getting angry, so angry every time I make a video with something either going wrong or just having to do so many. I don't know, but I end up finding myself getting really frustrated and angry. It makes me not enjoy the process, and you have to enjoy the process, and even if it's hard work. Like I love hard work, but it can't be something that's if you're.
Well, you'll burn yourself out.
What's the word? Where you start resenting. If you're resenting the process and the idea of doing a video is like, oh, like not because it's hard work, but because it's like
I definitely went through that stage.
Yeah, like and I go through that a lot, and it becomes it's horrible. I never wanted it to be where like I do YouTube to pay the bills. Yeah. That's rubbish. I want it to be like I'm doing whatever I'm doing because I want to like do it because I love it.
That's why I took
but then is that realistic? Because mate, like everyone most people don't enjoy their work.
Well, look at footballers. You probably think that's the dream job,
yeah,
right?
but a lot of them, it's
just a job.
Yeah, it's just a job.
The novelty wears off.
Yeah.
Which I think is the same for everything.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you get a new car, buy yourself a Ferrari. It's sick. After 6 months,
wears off.
You probably don't get that same feeling when you get in that car. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, I obviously had the AMG, the proper, like, wow, amazing car. But after a while, mate, all you start looking at is how much that's taken out of your bank every month.
And the petrol.
And yeah, like the petrol. How many times you're having to fill up. But it's in like, how much you start realising this novelty. What am I doing? To look cool in front of people? Nah, like it's wasting pointless money that I could be using for something that's actually useful.
And it's just materialistic items.
Yeah, like the materialistic items, all of that. But yeah, the big thing for me, I think, is like what drives you? What drives you to do what you're doing? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that intrinsic motivation.
Well, yeah. It's like I don't know. The older I'm getting, it's like I just want to be me and my family to be secured, and then
I think that's the
like it's like the idea of like public admiration. Could not care less. Like I love and respect people that love my content and support it. Love that. That gives me true like thank you. But in terms of admiration for myself, that doesn't drive me. And I'm like, do you think that you need to want that, desire that, in order to have the drive to go?
Oh, for me, I don't need that. I'm quite shy.
So what drives you?
What drives me is that I don't know what I'm doing in a year's time.
So no, but what I mean by that is it to secure yourself?
Yeah, I want to be secure because the stress of YouTube is that you could be done tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Well, yeah.
Realistically, what are you gonna do?
So that's what I'm saying, because like obviously, I don't know. I've just guessed.
But then it's like
I've never wanted to be like money's my motivation.
But as much the only people that say money isn't their motivation, well, not. But okay, take it with a pinch of salt. Are the people who have so much money that they don't care about money?
But then when I started YouTube, like I wanted it to be my job, but I was so good and consistent to an extent, but like be able to have the drive, because I was like, I want to show people how good I am at making videos.
But
it's sort of like I've sort of done that.
I've outgrown that.
And it's sort of like I've accomplished that, and I've sort of, as I'm getting older, it's like, okay, I don't really care about showing people how good I am at anything. It's like
that's sort of been ticked off.
But then
you want to find that next.
But I still want to make good videos when I make videos. But it's sort of like I don't know. It's sort of like what is my drive now? Is it just literally to be financially secure? Because it seems like that's my only real motivation.
I feel like what you want is that security of job or whatever it is, the security that you don't have to worry that you're going to get paid this, or you don't have to worry about that. But you also want your hobby of making videos. Because the hobby is something you enjoy and it's not your job. You know, people will say, turn a hobby into the job.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good, but a job always turns into something.
So so what I want to know is, say people like, okay, you look at Logan and JJ, right? They have enough money to quit doing anything now. What's their drive?
They enjoy it. They love it.
What do they love? What are they loving?
Just being a YouTuber.
What are they loving?
Making content. Being in front of camera. They don't edit their own videos.
Well, yeah, but what? As in what? So is it like? But what I'm saying is like, is the spine of that public admiration? People saying you're sick, or is it to just making things to go? I've made that, and I'm just proud of that, and I don't care what anyone thinks.
Maybe they have such a big audience that if they just quit, that's like 20 million people.
But they're not doing it for them, for the audience. They're doing it for themselves.
I feel like Logan has this long-term, well, he said it publicly, this long-term drive of being the biggest entertainer in the world, and he won't stop at anything to get there.
Yeah.
JJ, I feel like, loves being a YouTuber. He's done it. He's one of the first ones around, and he hasn't stopped since.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He loves it. That's what he loves.
How do you reckon he loves it? How does he never... You know, like the age that I come up against, whenever I try to make a video,
because
and
he removes the
how
stress.
livid I get.
Yeah,
whenever...
It's just like how Mr. Beast says this.
What does he say?
He used to do everything himself.
Yeah.
And then he started to get stressed with the editing.
Yeah.
So he paid someone... He has the money. He paid someone to do the editing for him.
Yeah.
Removes the stress out of his life so he can carry on enjoying what he loves.
Yeah.
He used to hate having to clear up after videos. So he paid someone to do it. Removes that stress out of your life.
Yeah.
If you remove the problems out of your life, you can carry on enjoying what you enjoy. But
But when
not everyone can remove the problems out of their life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as in, if I'm so, like, creatively, I need to be so hands-on with the production, with the editing, with the writing, all of that. I can't remove those out of my life. And if I have having someone else involved, well, that just sort of doubles the problem, because then I've got to try and get what's in my mind through to them. It's sort of then double the problem.
So what you need to work out is a way of having an income and be secure at the same time as still having the hobby of making videos without the deadline of uploading videos.
See, that doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does make sense.
I don't know what you just said. It's like, so you gotta make videos, but make videos and then have a deadline. I don't know.
So the whole reason you get stressed probably is that you have to upload this video at some point, and you want it to upload it as soon as possible.
Oh no, that's not. No, it's more of just like to make a video, even if it's to go out in 50 years' time, regardless of a deadline. Making a video to the standard that I need it to be, with to have the content and be funny, is like AIDS. There's so much involved that I have to all do myself, and I don't even feel like I can choose to offload any of that, the work that needs to be done to make that happen to anyone else, because I need to be involved in all of it for it to be weller.
Director, right? I think you need to find a way to partially let go something.
Where do I go about finding someone that's of the quality that I need? This
is what I found so hard. I'm so lucky I found the person.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at Harry, what he's doing right now.
What is he doing?
He made a video saying, I'm looking for an editor. And in the description was a WeTransfer link for like a pretend video he made. And was like, editors, download this and make a video. And I'll choose the top 10. And from the top 10, he narrows down the top 10. Because every editor wants a job. So he has to go through hundreds of videos edited.
Yeah, I guess when I'm in like a dodgy point, I like, that sounds like AIDS. But it's just like, it's like getting out of the rut. Like,
finding someone is so hard.
No, but when I'm in like the rut of like, F YouTube, it's like the idea of doing something like that is just like... But then it's just like, you need to be bothered.
You want to be able to... The ideal world is you just stumble across someone who's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just want to... I feel like you just want to be...
I'd love to just be... It's weird. It's like... the thing of like, being self-employed, you do it all yourself, you're your own boss, like that's obviously so attractive, but I think I'm to the point where it's like, no, I'd like actually someone to be like, well, mate, this is what we're filming today, this is what I want you to say, and not what I want to say, just sort of like basically the Sky Sports stuff.
Like a producer, telling you what to do, what creative we're making.
Me just to be hired as a presenter, probably.
Here you go, Sky.
But you're never going to earn as much money doing that.
You're not. That's the benefit of like, self-employed.
With YouTube, you're going to you're going to secure your family's life way quicker than just being a presenter. And that's the facts, really.
But then, if you're not motivated by money...
Yeah, that's my problem. I'm motivated by going bankrupt. No, but it's in like...
It's a scary thought for any YouTuber.
But you need to have an income, like, obviously. Yeah. But... Yeah, it's like, it's dodgy when you're not motivated by making millions and you're not motivated by everyone being like, wow, you're the best. It's like, what are you motivated by?
I don't know, I always thought, it sounds so bad, I always thought like Monday to Friday sounds quite cool as a job. Like Monday to Friday, get weekends off.
Yeah.
It does sound cool.
Well, I think it's just like having the structure. It's knowing where you're at.
Structure is
key. Knowing like, this is what you're doing, and this all you got to do is do that, and you're done, and then you can chill. I think it's the not knowing. It's like you don't know where you're going to be at next month.
I don't.
And it's constant stress on the brain, mate. It's constant like, oh my lord, like this time next year I've got to smash it, like because you have a tax bill, you have all these other outgoings. I
think this is why we see a lot of YouTubers now getting a PA to help reduce the stress and to provide more of a structure. Because if you don't have structure, you don't get anything done.
No.
But then I say, about that 9 to 5 thing. Obviously, I worked at McDonald's for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So I've been in the depths.
Yeah.
And as much as it was great knowing when your time off and stuff is, working for yourself is the best thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've experienced both. I've experienced going to work at 11 p.m. and not finishing until 9 a.m. I've experienced that. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
But you enjoy when you finish work. You finished work. You don't finish YouTube. You know.
Yeah, I guess it's just like that element of like wanting structure. What, you know, not someone to do it. I don't want someone to do it all for me. It's just
you want structure and a job for Sky Sports.
Yeah.
And be able to
the thing is, I've had this conversation so many times. I don't think there's an answer. I think it's just like either you enjoy it or you don't. I think it's just like just being in denial, aren't I?
That you don't enjoy what you do.
I haven't really enjoyed YouTube for a long time. I enjoy this. This is all right. This is sick. I've enjoyed like the whole YouTube as a YouTuber for a long time.
It's all coming out.
If it's true.
Well, that's how you feel.
Like, I bang out videos. I do videos because I need to.
But you also do care about the videos you're uploading.
Yeah, and that's what my problem. I care so much about making the videos right and making them of quality and making them. If I'm going to make a video, I have to do it right. But it's not like. But I really want to make a video today. Like I remember when I was like in school and it was like I'd use every bit of time to try and make a video because that's all I wanted to do, and it's like.
Now you're thinking about how much stress will go into making one.
But it's not. Yeah, it's just like I guess it's just like YouTube isn't. I don't know. It's not like the
what it used to be.
Healthiest place. Yeah, it's like all the people, mate. Like when I say like 2015, 2014 time. Everyone that watched YouTube videos was like, it was today. Basically, it's so easy to. Not insult, because it's not necessarily get like people sending in hate. It's not that. Yeah. It just feels like basically when I'm talking down the lens, I'm just talking to just people that are just keyboard warriors.
Yeah, there's definitely
that connection with my audience. I don't know. I don't, and that's not. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not doing anything like that. But it's almost like I don't know who my audience really are anymore, whereas I feel like I really used to know who I was talking to, whereas now I feel like I'm talking to just
the camera.
Like little kids that are just like
keyboard
warriors.
I had this discussion recently with someone. It now compared to 3 years ago, it's developed very fast online.
Yeah.
They're coming online younger and younger, fake accounts.
Yeah,
you're getting more.
It's like I don't even feel like little kids, young kids, will even understand what I'm going on about.
The one thing I love,
I'm not, because when I used to make videos, I was a kid, so I was a kid talking to kids. Yeah. Whereas now I'm not a little kid anymore. So it's like
one thing I love about Wafflin is that the comments are so like immersive.
But it's because young kids probably won't like have the patience to watch a podcast. It's more of like an older audience.
I love that.
Yeah, I know.
It's really good. Like people are commenting, is amazing.
I know every comment is so like on this channel.
We
so
love
like
Wafflin.
yeah, it's so like thought like you tell like someone with a working brain has written this.
Oh god.
Nah, by working I mean like
mature.
Yeah,
mature brain.
Mature brain. That's what I mean. Jesus. But anyways,
that's your rant over.
Welcome back to Waffling.
Well, I do feel like...
Mate, they are literally just therapy sessions, these Waffling.
I do feel like... Do you not think, like, back in, like, 2015, every YouTuber was, like, loving YouTube?
Yeah, mate.
Now every YouTuber is depressed or got anxiety.
Yeah, like, honestly, it is facts. And that's where I'm like... How... I'm just like, what does everyone feel like? Because obviously you hang out with YouTubers quite a lot. I rarely see YouTubers.
You're not in that YouTube world.
I'm not in the YouTube world, and I don't hang out with them all the time. I'm literally like, I spend a lot of the time just like on my ones.
You're out here, and you.
Yeah, I just sort of like
upload.
I just randomly will upload. I'll like not upload for like a month or whatever, and then I'll just bang out a couple, and then it's like.
But when you were in there, you were a big part of the community. Go on holiday and.
Yeah. No, it was class when it was then. It's just I don't know. There's so much politics in it now. I don't know. I feel like, especially, I don't know if it's like ever since obviously my fight, it almost feels like because the people that are like JJ's friends, it's like, I can't really be seen with Weller. I don't know. Is it like that? I
don't think it's like that at all.
Is it not like that at all?
Everyone I've spoken to, like, loves you, respects you.
Yeah.
I think it's just because you're an outsider, you haven't spent time with them, you might think that. But if you lived in there and was part of the community, you'd realise...
But it's like, I'm where I'm not up in London, I'm just not obviously naturally not going to see them a lot.
You're just out of the loop because you don't live there.
Yeah, I'm just completely out of the loop. That's the thing. I bet if I was around everyone, I'd be fine. As in, like, be alright. I think my problem. This is really turning into a therapy session now. I just am on my ones a bit too much.
If you were around YouTubers, you'd be motivated to upload.
Yeah.
You'd be closer to getting help editing your videos, and I don't know. I think you'd enjoy it more. I really think you would. The best thing I've done at the moment is doing this FIFA channel. I love it. Absolutely love it. Because I was editing my own videos for a month, and then I got the editor, and now I just focus on making the content. It's amazing. I'm going to go record one tonight.
Should we get an editor for Wafflin?
Well, they're quite easy to edit.
Yeah, like I feel like I'd be so much more because even while we're doing this, it's like while we've stopped recording all this many times, had to sync and all that. I know I'm gonna have to edit all this now, and it's like it is gonna be AIDS. It's gonna take a few hours. Whereas like if we just knew that we would be able to like upload
obviously we need to review it.
What?
You need to review the edit before it goes out in case they've included anything.
Well, this is the thing. When it's an hour and a half long episode, you can't really watch the hour and a half, can you?
Just get Luke to watch it.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, honestly, I was saying this off camera. Like, without 3 weeks of waffling, I've actually forgotten how to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like,
it is good, mate. It is good. Like, well, yeah, I mean, I fortunately haven't felt like that, but as in, like, but in different ways, through not talking.
Yeah.
I literally have had all these different things bottled up. Like I do sit here and I'm just like, rah, like, you know, I had such a high out in LA, filming every day, banging out a video that was getting 2 million views every day, racking it in.
That's the peaks and troughs of YouTube.
Yeah, but as in like, it's like if I had that set up, I could be doing that every day somehow. Like, imagine that if I could live like that. I don't know, but then like that's what I mean. But there's not like an event like a KSI Logan every week.
Even if you have, say you do, say you do take on a videographer to help you film, so you can be in front of the camera.
Well, like we got Luke.
Yeah, I know, but having someone full time who's coming in, not every day, but say 3-4 times a week, you got no choice but to make a video.
Yeah, but how many?
No, that would be rubbish. No, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want someone turning up.
So
at
you'd
my
want
door
someone
saying we have to film now. I'd be like, oh no.
You want someone who? Okay.
I still need like it's like how I've got it with Luke is fine. Like when I've got a creative idea, it's like, right, Luke, when are you free? And then that's fine.
Okay.
It's more of just
being in the area.
I think my other just personal life has got in the way recently.
Yeah,
I think where it's just like there's things happen in the background that just make you like not in a space to want to really
you just need time.
or make but it's just
you just need time.
But I think just naturally, like I do believe this thing as well, where like how life works. I mean, not for everyone, but I do feel like for me, like everything has a balance. So I had an unreal November, made videos, financially smashed it. It's like, mate, you're now gonna have to go through a bit of life where it's not as good to have that balance. So yeah, naturally. Now, some people I look at and I'm like, mate, everything goes your way. Everything you do goes your way. And it's like, I could get very, very bitter about that and be like, what the hell? But I think, I've just accepted that.
But then also behind closed doors,
you don't know what they're going through.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
I always find this as well. Say you're earning £2,000 a month. 1 month, and then the next month you earn £10,000 a month. And you're living the dream. This is amazing.
Yeah.
You earn £10,000 a month. The next month. A month after that you earn £5,000.
Yeah.
You're just like, this is it. This is over. I've earned half.
Yeah.
But 2 months before that, you were only earning 2,000.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective. Because if you went from 2,000 to 5,000, you'd be like, this is amazing.
Well, yeah, but then what if you've just like got like you say to me, it's like you should be earning so much more than you are. You say that. It's like, Joe, you could have the potential to. You should be like multi-millionaire right now. Like that's what and a lot of people would probably think.
Life happens.
But as in like. Mate, I happily be so, but I find like it's my actual like brain that stops me. Like from being like from getting to the point where it's like where like I was saying, like I make videos, I start making videos, and then I get like so angry with the process, and then I end up like I don't want to make another one because that was so horrible to go through. But not horrible as in like, I know like there are worse jobs there, all of that. But as in like I get so frustrated and angry and all of that, and not that I'm just like F that. And then whereas like how do other people not go through that? How do other people just find it so easy? How do other people as well? I don't know if you found this, but through like the process of like making videos and looking at yourself when you're editing your video, you're literally having to analyze yourself. Does it make you worry about when you get in front of a camera? Are you thinking, oh no, how am I looking?
No.
You never had that.
Because when
I've had that at points, and I never used to have that. But then I've had, I'm all right sort of now. But I remember at one point I really had that bad, where I'd be down the lens, and everything I'd say, I'd literally be thinking like, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to get in the groove because I'd be imagining what that looks like.
When I edit a video, I don't see me there. So does that make sense? So
yeah, but I'm talking about when you're filming, when you're looking down the lens. Do you not think?
Well, I don't make... I'm either doing FIFA videos, which is quite natural for me, or I'm doing football videos, so I'm out and about, and you can't spend 2 hours on an intro. So I'm doing stuff which...
Yeah, I guess I can do like that when I'm out in public. It's fine. It's more of just that's why I don't do any of like the sit down talking down the lens, because I just feel like I'm being fake. Because I look down the lens and I'm like, I go out. I don't know. It's like, hey, guys, today
you're putting a mask.
Yeah, and it's a load of rubbish. Whereas when I'm interacting with people on camera, that's just complete.
And you can vibe.
It's just pure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's real.
Yeah.
You need to find a groove and a group and interact, make interactive videos. You have to at the end of the day, you got to make the videos you actually enjoy making. Public.
Yeah.
Or you enjoy...
That's probably after a while. That's going to get... I've done this a few times now. Probably after a month of doing it.
I find you have to find a way to make the process more
Sky
enjoyable.
Sky Sports. Sky Sports, just please, mate. I'll do anything. Sign me full time. I will not let you down. I'll be class. Sack 'em all. Hire Weller.
Sack 'em all.
Sack them all.
No, don't sack 'em all.
Sack 'em and get Weller in. Because I'll be good.
We could just make room for you. We'd like to be a runner.
You can get the coffee.
I mean, all right.
I'll happily do that,
because
mate.
a lot of runners become presenters.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. That what they'll do is that's what you'll get. It'll be like, well, all right, do the Sky Sports thing that you really enjoy. One fraction of the wage that you're currently on.
Yeah.
Do YouTube that you find quite aids. 1,000,000% more money.
But that's when you find out if you actually really want it.
What?
Because they could.
No, but I want to secure my family.
Yeah, but what happens if you take that fraction of the wage, but actually turns into a career for the rest of your life? And obviously, the further you get into it, you earn more and more and more. Whereas YouTube could go like this, down the drain.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, it's like looking at the short term. Yeah. No, I know.
And
what you
don't
mean.
lose.
Well, that's the thing, but like. I'll have a word with Sky Sports because, I mean, I could do that at the same time as doing YouTube. And they probably like that because it's like that is getting an audience to them consistently.
100%.
But, but what would I do on Sky Sports? Just a presenter.
You could be the field officer. You go to the events.
Field officer. Oh, as in like...
You could be the Josh Denzel.
No, mate. This is the thing. I reckon I could do a job.
Go and interview people. I think that'd be sick.
But I don't think. But say for example boxing. If you notice, everyone's quite a lot older because it's like traditionally like a grown man's sport. That's a big audience. You know what the audience is. They're not going to take a 23-year-old. Like no, as in like just for like what they need to have on camera. If a kid's sort of presenting, they're going to be like, oh, it's not really...
So maybe you'd start it on the YouTube, Sky Sports YouTube boxing.
Well, yeah. Well, this is the thing. I would have thought they're looking at wanting to grow their online presence. So, I don't know.
Look at the likes of Josh, Denzel, and Spencer. They would have started...
FC.
Yeah. So they'd start doing little gigs or little YouTube clips, and eventually they're on live TV. Like Spencer's presented for beIN Sports. Like he presented like the Man City derby. Man United derby, I think. Was it Man? It was a massive game anyway. Yeah. He presented it for their their live TV. So like it's all about just building up things and doing a career long into like looking at the future.
Yeah, because people always ask. Do people ask you that? Like, oh, what's the plan long term?
Yeah.
It's like, what is your plan long term?
Well,
I look at like YouTube. Like, it's only like what 10, 15 years old.
Yeah.
It's not been around for ages, so we don't know where it's gonna go.
Well, I keep saying like, oh, I'm not going to be around next year, and I keep keep plocking along. You know, it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. But I would like to be in front of camera. That's what I want to do. Like I did a gadget show presenting, kid. Loved it. Great fun. I like being in front of camera.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I guess my natural progression now is I want to be in front of camera, but just do that bit.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready to just do that bit rather than
the stress.
Rather than the stress of doing a whole production, because it's all right doing that. I think it's all right doing that whole production when, back in the day when videos were simpler. Like I could do just like make a rubbish comedy song and people, because that's never been done before. Wow, you do that now, it's the cringiest thing in the world.
Yeah, but then look at your last one.
Everyone found it was so cringy.
Yeah, but when was it uploaded? This year?
It was like a year ago.
Last year?
What was the
So
song?
It's got like 3.5 million views.
Yeah, it's got 3.5 million views,
What was the
but
song?
as in like, you know, the one that Malfoy.
Is it?
Oh, sick.
No, but it's in like the general consensus.
Self-fellatio.
General consensus is it's pretty cringe, right? But back in the day, like you could do something like that, or you know, all those. I do a WWE vid. Wow, oh my god! But now it's just like in order to compete with the content of today, you got to do so much more, and it's too much for a one-man band.
And everything's been done.
Yeah, everything's been done. So in order to take to the next level, you need a team
And $10,000 in the title.
Yeah, you need you need a team, you need budget, you need all of that. It's almost, but then again, a lot of people say, "No, Weller, mate, we want to just hear you." Like, as in, it's not about doing all this crazy stuff. The thing that we subscribe to is your personality.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, but then that's when I start questioning. Like, mate, I'm seeing all these people do this. Is me literally talking down a lens? That because it doesn't compete with them. You see what like TGF, what they're doing in their like 12 Days of Christmas or whatever. Every video is like a banger that's well thought out, that's crazy, that's mad, editing mad. And it's like...
It's a lot of planning on it.
Yeah, it's like, how can I compete with that? When it's like, they love what they're doing. You can only compete with that really if you love what you're doing.
Also, there's two of them, they bounce off each other and they have editors.
Yeah.
So they do have a team that helps.
Yeah.
Whereas you, on your own.
Yeah.
But...
I haven't moved with the times, mate.
New year, January. New year, new you. Have a nice bit of self-reflection.
Self-reflection.
Did you see what went on Twitter? When it was just the quote of like, well, but you think I can't do self-fellatio? I don't know if I got funny. I retweeted it. My self-fellatio. No, whatever, killing it. Anyways. Good little therapy session.
That was a great therapy session. Oh, it's going to be so long, isn't it? Because I'm going to do the full podcast and then it'll be like...
You're not doing anything. We're sending it to an editor.
Who?
I don't know.
And there's no point paying someone like 65 quid to edit this, do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, there is.
Oh, I'd pay 65 quid.
Think how much... This is going to take like 5 hours to edit.
Got to go through all of it. Oh, it's going to be so
And the
long.
worst thing is, like, you editing, you'd be like, can't put that in.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, that's...
I'm going to sound awful.
So
Whereas if Luke does it...
No, but because there's the thing, like, say in the full podcast, say if like the first 10 minutes our thing is banging, then there's a little 10 minutes where it's like, oh, not as funny. But I know after that there's a banging bit. It's almost like...
No! You got to think of it. Think of it like this, okay? You're in your car on a 2-hour drive. You're not going to click next.
Put it on Spotify.
We're going to season 2's on Spotify.
How do we...
And iTunes.
Yeah, but how do we earn money? You need to do that.
Okay.
If I'm doing all this long editing, you need to research how we can make money through putting it on Spotify. Because when I put it on Spotify before, yeah, it's on there. Don't get any revenue.
Yeah.
Pointless.
Because when it goes on Spotify and iTunes, we then sell ad space.
Yeah, but do you not get... Surely you get revenue for the streams on Spotify somehow.
So if we get people to give it 5 stars, it goes higher in the charts.
Yes, but forget
More
the ads.
views.
Mate, listen to what I'm
I
saying.
I don't know if there's any ad revenue. I don't know.
That's what you need to do. That's your homework for this week. I'm doing all this long editing, so you need to search how we can earn through Spotify. or else we might as well just leave it on YouTube because otherwise we're not getting revenue.
Okay.
So therefore, it's like
I think the long game of Spotify and iTunes is to sell the ad space. I think that's what it is, but I'll find out if there's ad revenue.
how do you get ads? How do you go about getting that?
We might have a brand deal in January.
Well, yeah.
That'll be our first.
It's not the biggest one, though, is it?
No, it's not, but it's a start. I know how. I've been watching the Zayn and Heath podcast. Okay,
Oh, really?
They didn't have ads for like. It's actually really good, and they didn't have ads for like 4 episodes.
Zachary and Keith.
Shut up!
Tell us again.
It took them 4 episodes to get an ad.
Wow.
It's taken us 25.
It's taken us a couple of years, mate.
But I think, look, I really hope the UK is that same vibe as the US. In the US, everyone's like, go earn money. We want you to get ads. I believe it. In the UK, ugh,
It's like,
earning money?
How dare we watch your content for free and you earn nothing? Like, that's the thing. It's like, no one has to pay to watch anything on YouTube. So,
I think the waffling viewers would want us to get an ad.
yes.
I really honestly think. I
Come
think
on,
they'd be
Wafflin.
proud of us.
Waffling legends.
Especially the one that stayed to the end of this video.
Mate, imagine if you've made it all the way here. That's mad. Respect.
Leave a comment if you've made it.
Leave this comment if you've made it. Ready? Lucius Malfoy is my brother. Right? That is going to be it. If you've made it this far.
And don't tell the others.
Don't tell anyone else.
Nope.
Right? Because that is the little legend point that you're going to get.
And then I'm going to see someone comment saying, only the real ones know what this means.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And they'll be like, you don't know. You didn't watch it.
Teapot.
Oh, God.
We've lost it. Right, we're going to go. Are we going to go? We got anything else to say? Nothing important. Right then.
I'm excited now because every week
Yeah.
we tell each other what we got to during the week.
So that's such a nice.
I've got something
Whoa.
exciting to tell you about next week. What I'm doing this week. I'm
Yeah,
going to
the
BBC
week.
Sports Personality of the Year. I'm going to meet David Beckham. Wait, do you want something really annoying?
What?
Like, I was so annoyed. Yesterday at Winter Wonderland, I was like, imagine if David Beckham's here. And then I got home and looked on Instagram. David Beckham was at Winter Wonderland. I missed him. Cool story. Cool story, bro.
That was a great story, bro. Right. Yeah, bro, you're gonna go now.
Go on to do an impression bit.
A quick impression, ready? You're gonna do Alan Hansen. I'm playing footsie with you. Wait.
Under the table, he's like rubbing my face.
I'm doing it at 45 seconds. Right, anyway.
I was just going.
Yeah, I know. You're doing it back. Right, you're just doing it. Right, you're gonna do Alan Hansen. Go.
I can't do Scottish. I can't do.
No.
You know this Greek game. I can't do Scottish.
Right.
Carrot head.
I was with the Love Island lot.
How are they?
Yeah, I was with the Love Island lot at the JD party for the Anthony Joshua fight. It's actually mad. Like I felt like I was on Love Island. No, they're all so tall. It made me think I couldn't ever go on it. I'm too short.
You're shorter than everyone.
Well, yeah. No, obviously the girls were shorter.
Not obviously.
Joanna wants to make a vid.
Nice. Get on a waffling.
No, we had a little public vid idea.
Oh.
No, we had actually quite a good idea.
What's the idea?
We were going to do basically, it's almost like real life chicken. So we have scenarios, and it's first person to like back out because it's too much. Like obviously loses, but the idea is to make it more uncomfortable for the other person.
So like kiss.
So for example, hypothetical one would be like a proposal in a public place. And it's like, who's going to take it? Like, how far are both of you going to take it before someone backs out?
And you're like screaming and you're crying.
Well, yeah.
And then you like break up.
Yeah, it's like
a public breakup.
no, or yeah. So it's just like, who can take before I can't take this anymore.
And then like, how far can you go in terms of?
We could do that. That could be an element, I guess.
What?
As in, like, how far could you take? Like, say for one thing's right, you got to do a
kissing challenge. How far will it go?
How far will it go?
And you're just there like, well, come on. And she's like, ugh. I've made this so awkward for you now. Look at you getting all embarrassed.
Why am I embarrassed?
I'm targeting you.
You're the one that's going red.
Oh shit, you're gonna see this.
Wait, so... Wait, so listen. Wait, so you fancy who?
Who?
I don't know.
Fancy Janine.
Did you watch the Anthony Joshua fight?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I haven't seen any of the highlights either.
Mate, you had the likes of Jordan, right, from Love Island. She came to me, she was like, oi, wasn't good enough for me. I didn't think he showed enough to win the titles. I was like, he won. No, it's like, no, I get what she was saying. She was like, look, he didn't win by a brutal knockout. But I'm like, look, it's a boxing match. It's not a street fight, right? And I get it. In order to really show that he can beat the likes of Wilder, Fury, he needs to really show that he can. But in my opinion, he boxed a perfect fight. It was a great little scrap, and he did what he needed to do. He could have got way too carried away, lost his head, and started letting go, but he didn't. He stayed focused. I really wish you watched the fight so we could actually say a few things. But you watched the highlights.
I will watch them. I was busy.
So you've done no homework for this podcast. You're a disgrace to the whole thing. The Wafflin Mafia.
You're a disgrace to the sport.
You're a disgrace to the sport. No. Listen. But overall, I thought AJ was class. I actually love him. I've rinsed that same Instagram photo so many times.
Did you not see everyone posting a selfie of AJ?
Oh, yeah. It's like, look, he's my friend. No, it's mine. But as in, like, that particular photo, I've posted 3 times on Instagram.
Class. I've posted our boxing one a few times.
It got 175k likes. And I've posted it 3 times already.
Nice.
I just post it every day. It just gets it. I don't know. But yeah, I do feel that, like, on Instagram, the photos that bang most are where you capture a moment rather than just looking good.
Well, yeah.
As in, like, I could look, say, for example, on paper, what would be, like, my best angle, looking the most, cute.
And it'd do dead.
And it would do dead. But if I capture a good moment, say, myself and Cal Freezy,
having a laugh.
Going, ha-ha, because people love that moment. Because it's like, that's
real.
Yeah.
It's not fake.
Yeah, it's not just posing. Brand deal.
Yeah.
So that's the facts, really. But yeah, we should probably wrap this up. I think we've gone for like 2 hours.
It's very Joe Rogan of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or should I say very Wafflin season 2?
But what would we name the full podcast?
Anything that happens in it. We could name it something about...
It needs to be
brutal. Would you shag your sister? Well, we talked about that. Okay.
The full podcast, can you not just call it
full podcast one?
Full episode.
But then that just looks like every other one. It needs to be something unique. If you do Wafflin episode 2, Wafflin episode 3, it's like nothing differentiates.
But on iTunes and Spotify, they need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, so people know what order to watch them in.
Yeah.
At the end, you put 1.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, should we conclude it there?
Let's conclude it.
All right. Respect, guys. Hit a like rating, please.
Make sure you leave us 5 stars on iTunes.
Oh, yeah, because this is hopefully going on iTunes and Spotify and all of that, if Theo can sort it out in time.
Oh, no.
But yeah, until next time, leave a like rating. Comment what we told you to comment. You only would have seen if you...
because you can't skip to the end.
You can't skip to the end. There you go.
There.
We've done them. There was a secret keyword, in case you missed it.
Phrase
that you need to put in the comments if you've watched, obviously, the whole podcast you would have heard. But anyways, we're going to go now. Thank you very much. It's been Malfoy and Theo and Weller. Until next time, bye.
Don't go changing. And all the footage corrupts.
Oh, stop recording 4 hours ago.
Oh, imagine. None of